Jammu and Kashmir. Mere 13 days are left till the Union Territory goes to cast its mandate, and the BJP is all set to release its manifesto for the assembly polls. Union Home Minister Amit Shah will be releasing the BJP manifesto and will also address public meetings in Jammu in order to provide momentum to the party's poll campaign. He is likely to reach J&K at 2 p.m. today, following which he will meet the top brass of the Bharatiya Janata Party as well as interact with some key RSS leaders on ground as well. Now, the BJP's pitch may project the big changes brought about in J&K due to the abrogation of Article 370 5 years ago, including reservation benefits and high tourism footfall as well. Now, the BJP is making all-out efforts to fend off a challenge from a resurgent Congress which is tied up with the National Conference, specifically in the Jammu region, which is a BJP bastion since 2014. We've seen this past Lok Sabha elections as well that had taken place in May, June this year, that the BJP had backed both seats in the Jammu region. It, of course, did not contest in the Kashmir region this time around for the Lok Sabha polls, but of course also looking at making a footprint there as well. J&K will be going to polls on the 18th, the 25th of September and the 1st of October. That is in 3 phases, and the results will be out on October 8th. That is the D-Day. The 2024 polls are, of course, the very first elections in the region since the abrogation of Article 370, and when the erstwhile state was divided into 2 union territories in 2019. Joining us on the broadcast are a very special panel of guests. We have with us Dr. Utpal Kaul, who's a historian, as well as Sushil Vakil, who is a senior journalist. I'd like to go across to Dr. Utpal Kaul, who's with us. We've been speaking to you with regards to the transformation of Jammu and Kashmir for a long time. What have you witnessed on the ground, and do you think the BJP will be capitalizing on this?
Inviting me. Let me tell you, I came only yesterday from Jammu, and Jammu is a very hot spot, and even Kashmir is first time election being organized. Election is going on. We'll go there after abrogation of Article 370. So it has a great significance. Now, Congress and National Conference, they have already come up with their manifesto, and there is some smell of separatist narrative and Islamic majorityism in their narrative. And so I think when the BJP will come, their narrative will be more nationalistic, and it will be more stressed on development. And as a Kashmiri Pandit, I have to say that Kashmiri, what we call refugees, migrants, they have also a lot of hope that Amit Shah will give some special attention in manifesto for Kashmiri. But let me tell you that what we have witnessed after abrogation of Article 370, stone pelleting and terrorism has almost stopped. But at the same time, nearly 50,000 crore were spent in Jammu and Kashmir with developments, from infrastructure to tourism. Now, nearly 15 to 16 million tourists have come to Kashmir, and among that 3.5 million to Kashmir. And it was a big tourist chunk in summer. Even in winter there were no rooms. So when there is a peace, the tourism and development will follow. And so it was very necessary to take strong action against the terrorists, against those who are creating trouble, and who Pakistan, who want to keep this on. And so we have lot of these separatists are in jail. And what the PDP is saying, that they are going to release these people. Now we have to see that who is going to form the government and what will be the new action. But it is still union territory. It has not been the state. So there is a power distribution between the governor, between the lieutenant governor and the new government which will be there. So I am sure that BJP, which has focused on nationalism, and so other than nationalism, it has lot to say on development, because they are on the path of development. It was something new which we have not witnessed for 3.5 decades. But there are issues of unemployment. There are issues which is to be solved. But otherwise, I have to say that there's a lot of things are changing. There's a lot of attention on floriculture, on horticulture, on agriculture, and handicrafts. New hospitals are made, new colleges are made, what we know as medical institute and IITs. So people will now judge that who is the best. And new development also has happened, that we have seen how the engineer Rashid in Baramulla has won the election, and he defeated former Chief Minister Umar Abdullah in Kashmir. It was a crushing defeat to National Conference. Now Jamaat Islamiyah also wants to come, but they are still banned. And now Jamaat Islamiyah has indirectly announced 20 independent candidates. Engineer Rashid has also declared 20 independent. So the 40 independent will have a very, very special, crucial role in the value of Kashmir. In Jammu province, BJP has a strong base, and let us see how much Congress, National Conference and BJP will take from that area. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. We also have with us Professor D.K. Giri, political commentator. I'd like to rope him into the conversation right now. We've heard Mr. Utpal Kaul highlight how Jammu and Kashmir has changed over the last 5 years. Do you now think this change will work in the favor of the BJP, or is it likely that we are seeing a resurgent Congress and a national conference?
Yes, there have been changes since the state was trisected in a sense, and the union government took over. And the gentleman is saying there have been quite a bit of investment on development, which is correct. But, you know, let's remember that our elections in India are not fought on developmental issues, unfortunately, or even economic issues. You know, they are fought so far on emotions, images, and, you know, to a large extent now, populism, you see. And on all these three sectors, in 3 areas, BJP will be having deficit vis-a-vis Congress and National Conference, because they have been there for a long time. So unless they capture the regional sentiments and the emotions that is brewing in Kashmir, vis-a-vis the Kashmiriyat and others, I do not think BJP will make big inroads. You see, and they have not been able to do that. In other states, of the country, BJP, because of the center clout, they have been winning, and they can appoint any chief minister, but that may not work. That strategy may not be viable in in Kashmir, particularly because Kashmir has a particular identity and a particular mindset which is different from the whole country. We are trying to integrate them emotionally to the rest of the country, but it will take time. I was looking at BJP's manifesto, and BJP has not focused on that strategy, how to integrate them emotionally with the rest of the country. And that is where National Conference and Congress will still have an edge. And that's on the elections, that is my take. And on development issues, these are debatable, but we can see there are tangible changes. And the violence has reduced. I would not say that it is completely gone. There are still deaths and attacks by terrorists, and it will not go so soon. So, yes, it is certainly reduced after BJP took over as a union territory. So, to answer your question, the results will show. It is difficult to predict. This is the first election after this historic change in the status of the state. One would expect that BJP will make some inroads, but given the background and given their strategy, I am still skeptical about BJP really winning any sizable number of seats. They might open their accounts, but I would say that Congress and National Conference, and they are in alliance also in the center, and if they don't fight nastily in the state, I think they will outpace BJP.
All right. We also have with us SP Way, the former J&K DGP, with us. Sir, we're looking forward to the Bharatiya Janata Party launching its manifesto in J&K very, very soon. Of course, it remains to be seen what exactly they will include, but a very crucial aspect remains the security situation in Jammu and Kashmir. Although we've seen a spate of attacks recently, after the abrogation of Article 370, the situation has remained largely peaceful. The number of terror attacks have been quelled over the last 5 years. So are you optimistic about the electoral process? We've seen for a fact that a large number of people had come out to ink their finger back when the Lok Sabha elections had taken place. In fact, the voter turnout had crossed 56%, which is painting a rather bright picture over there. So what do you look forward to as far as these polls are concerned?
See, I'm very positive about the poll process. I think it will go through very well, and the polling percentage would be as good as in the parliament election, 56%, somewhere around that, because assembly elections are fought more keenly than even parliament elections, because there are local issues also. And BJP's manifesto would be, let's wait and see what it is, but no denying of the fact that after abrogation of Article 370, situation has tremendously changed in Kashmir. The thought process has changed. The fear factor has actually gone from Kashmir Valley. Yes, we had a spurt of incidents in Jammu region that is being taken care of. A lot of operations have been launched, and Pakistan deep state continues to, they keep changing their tactics, and they have chosen Jammu region for seeing that there are gaps in the security grid, so they took advantage of that. But I'm sure with the operations which Indian Army, J&K Police and paramilitary has launched, we will be able to go through the process of elections very well, and this is going to be very keenly fought election. The alliance of Congress and NC is a development. I think that should get them a good number of seats, but I think in some of the areas they have not, they were not able to reach to the agreement, like Banihal. The NC and Congress candidates are fighting against each other. Similarly, you have seen a lot of independents contesting elections, so they will play a crucial role, whether it is Engineer Rashid's backed independents, and then some Jamaat-e-Islami backed independent in Kashmir Valley, both the places. Then we have a Junaid Mattu, was earlier close aide of Umar Abdullah. He would be contesting in Srinagar. We have a former Minister of Congress, Mr. Sururi, who was in Ghulam Nabi Azad's party. He is contesting single, again without any party, as an independent. So all these will actually post-election determine who forms the government. They are going to play crucial role in the days to come, and the elections results in Jammu and Kashmir would be keenly watched, and let's wait and see what the outcome is.
Indeed, and I'd also like to rope in Mr. Sushil Vakil, who's been waiting very, very patiently with us on the broadcast. Sir, at the end of the day, it all boils down to the numbers, the majority that the parties can in fact manage to capture. Speaking of the numbers, 47 seats are allocated to the Kashmir region and 43 in Jammu as per the delimitation that had taken place late last year. The halfway mark, of course, is 46 out of the 90 seats in the assembly. We've seen how in the Lok Sabha, the BJP fared very well in Jammu. They bagged both the Lok Sabha constituencies. So are you expecting a similar such performance by the Bharatiya Janata Party in Jammu? And speaking of the Kashmir region in particular, the BJP is playing it safe. They've only fielded 7 candidates as far as their first list is concerned. They're looking at forming some sort of an understanding with some independents who are perhaps more friendly with them. So how do you see their strategy working out?
Well, I see that this time the same situation will be repeated. As far as it is a BJP is a very powerful in Jammu region. Last time out of 11 constituencies, it won 9 seats. And this time, since the delimitation took place, that Jammu was allocated, Jammu region was allocated 6 more seats. There is possibility of the Jammu region, BJP may bag more seats. But in Kashmir, there is very little possibility because the way the National Conference and Congress and BJP is spreading the canards, that if they come to power, they will withdraw, they will again, Article 370 will be again there. Then the ban on Jamaat Islami will be lifted, and then this militants, cases against the militants will be taken back, and they will be released from the prisons, etc. That way, there is little possibility of BJP getting more seats in Kashmir region. The second thing is, out of the 7 candidates, 2 are Kashmiri Pandits. But since Kashmiri Pandits are also not very happy with the BJP, as in the last elections, we have found that Kashmiri people Pandits have been always there with the assurance that if BJP comes to power in the center, they will be rehabilitated back in Kashmir. But this has not happened for the last 30 years. So there is little possibility of Kashmiri Pandits also winning from the 2 constituencies in Kashmir. But as far as the Jammu region is concerned, there is possibility BJP may gain some more seats this time. And then the 43 versus 47, it is possibility in case BJP gets some hold on the seats, they may be formed being their own chief minister in partnership with the other parties. Because once the results are over, it is not the same thing that the National Congress will be allied to Congress only. Maybe there are possibilities that other parties, they may join BJP at that time. That way, this is for the first time that Jammu region will have its own say this time in the election. But as far as it seems that BJP is not as much strong this time as it was previously, because in Jammu region also, there are some sections of the society which are not happy with the BJP this time. Since they are not happy that the autonomy has been not snatched from them. This time it seems that BJP will get some hold on Jammu, but not as it was expected last time. And this time we expect that last time in the election, this electoral was 51%. This time it may go up. As Kashmiris are very enthusiastic to vote and elect their own government. This is for the first time happening after the abrogation of Article 370. And after 10 years after 2040 elections. But one thing is there, the Kashmiris have been tasked since their so-called days that India is suppressing us, India has taken over the liberties and other things. That way, some section of Kashmir, they may opt for BJP, but they are not at the same time happy with PDP and the National Conference, which has come to fore during Lok Sabha elections. Umar Farooq lost from Baramulla, Mehbooba Mufti lost from Anand. Even this time also, Umar is likely to contest from 2 seats. One is Gandarbal, then other is Badgam. Though Gandarbal has been a seat which was won by his grandfather Sheikhullah, then his father Farooqullah. Last year, in last election, he has won from the Gandarbal seat. But this time he is not himself sure. Since it is a family dynasty seat, whether he will win from that place or not, that is why he is going to fight in the same papers from 2 constitutions. Kashmir, we cannot ignore it. After the abrogation of Article 370, Kashmir has progressed leaps and bounds. More than 2-3 crore tourists have visited the place. During the last 33 years, houseboat owners, taxi owners, hotel owners, this carpet industry and other thing, dry fruit industry, they have been starving. They didn't have a single customer. But during the last 3-4 years, they are progressing very well. Money is flowing, government of India is pumping money, and then the central schemes have been applied to Kashmiri government employees. Before the Article of 370, the government teacher was drawing 35,000-40,000. But after the abrogation of Article 370, they are drawing more than 1 lakh rupees. Same thing as CGHS, central government health scheme and other schemes, they were not applying to Kashmiris. But now they are enjoying these schemes also. That way, the way BJP has done good thing in Kashmir, they should have got more votes. But it is unlikely since they have been taught since their childhood about India that they are suppressing and other things. It is very difficult for BJP to get some seats from Kashmir. Maybe they may get, but there are other partners, indirect partners, this Apna party. It is very difficult for them to get as much seats as they expect.
All right, sir. With that, I would like to thank you as well as Mr. Utpal Kaul, Mr. S.P. Ved and Professor D.K. Giri for taking our time and speaking to us on the broadcast. But I am completely out of time. With that, viewers, we're dipping into a quick short break. More news and updates on the other side. Stay tuned on NewsX.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.